battle for Middle-earth is about to begin.
So it begins.
Somebody's found peace into the abyss! It's my power. The great battle of our time.
Welcome to the Zorpazorp Battle Games in Middle-earth livestream. In this series, we cast our gaze back in time to the roots of our beloved Middle-earth strategy battle game to explore the fortnightly magazine serial Battle Games in Middle-earth. Each episode, we will delve into a single issue, poring over a treasure trove of retro gaming, following in-depth painting guides, terrain tutorials, and some crazy battle reports, all with a modern twist so you guys can enjoy them in your games at home. With each installment, we'll also focus on a release of models that accompanied the magazine, following their journey from painting bench to tabletop, and then at the end of every live stream, they'll be randomly assigned to one of our loyal Patreons to continue their days of gaming abroad, spreading the gospel of Zorpazorp. So, in the immortal words of the magazine itself, let battle commence. Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. I should have been joined here by Larissa, but literally the moment that we pressed live and started rolling the intro, one of the kids woke up, so she's off putting child 1 or 2 back to sleep. I don't know which one. Hello everyone, let me just get this chap up so I can actually see everybody here. So punctual, says Angus. Yes, we're well on time today. We even had the intro rolled in. A stream starting on time? What devilry is this, says Wolf. Let me know if you guys can hear me nicely and see me nicely. Where's the... Okay, that looks all good over there. It's our hodgepodge dual streaming setup, as always tonight, but Larissa is not here, so she'll be back. We've got... Thiocyanate says, I'm starting a Minas Tirith battle in 10 minutes with 5 friends. That must be a massive game. For me tonight, I'm working on an army that you guys probably haven't seen me painting before. It's an army that's something that I don't really play, and I basically never paint it. And I thought I'd try something new this evening, just to kind of keep these streams fresh, keep them super engaging, so that they're really varied. Because you know, I wouldn't want you guys getting bored while I just sit here painting my own personal projects over and over again. So tonight we're going to be working on some Rohan. This is actually yes, it's my Rohan army once again. And we've got a good customer though this evening. We are going to be busting into the unreleased, that's good. The unreleased and then eventually released gambling model from the Warg box set, which I then converted and committed the ultimate sacrilege. And this is Grimbald's dad, Forbold. For those of you who don't remember this army, this is my host of Thengel, a little army. Made me laugh, take my life. Good. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. It's basically young Aragorn. It's all built around young Aragorn's time in Rohan when he was disguised as Throngal. That's who we were working on last time. I might give you guys a little update. Seeing as Larissa's not here, let's bring this camera over and give you guys a bit of a view on what on earth is going on here. There's no pretty face to see, so we might as well have a look at some models, eh? This is the wildest camera work I've ever seen. How do I lock this tripod? I've only used it 85,000 times. Okay, so this is who we're going to be painting tonight. This is Forbold, or Grimbald's dad. This is the gambling model that was in the Warg box set, and he has been hacked up. He's been given an extra spear. This is plastic aim as spear, and we've sculpted on a horn because he is run as Forlong from the fiefdoms. That is the profile that we use. I did a little Discord hangout for all of my Mega Zorptrons, the top tier of the Patreon fan group, and we painted up this guy. This is his dismount. This is Forbold on foot. He's got his big spear, got his beautiful horn. And so essentially I've locked down the guide, and this guy we're going to be matching to him. But we don't actually want to paint everything on this model. Spoiler alert for you little Uber friends, just joined. What will Larissa paint? Yes, that is the question. Where can I get those bases from, says Trizart. These are all my bases. These are the Zorpazorp resin bases. You can get them from zorpazorp.com. They are designed and sculpted by Jacques, and then we made master molds of them, and my resin monkey Dan, he casts them all up for me. And we sell them on our online store, along with all the basing materials, like the tufts and stuff. These are the dead 6mm tufts. So they come unpainted, so you can paint them in whatever scheme you want. I forgot what I was talking about, but 4-bolt. Yes, this is 4-bolt. So, oh yes. Right, little spoiler alert for you guys. You ultimate people who hang out in the chat. These guys are not being fully painted because I'm going to finish painting them on Edoras in New Zealand in about 3 weeks. I've got like a couple of things that I want to do for each hero. So Aragorn's armor, I'm going to paint up the top near the Golden Hall. 4-bolts, I'm going to do the cloak. I'm going to save the cloak for him, and I'm going to paint that down near the gatehouse. There's a few others. Now, there's a question here from Simon Williams. He says, so if he's run from the fiefdoms, who does he lead? So he leads this gentleman over here, and this is Fastred, the Lord of Harrowdale, but his profile is just a Knight of Dol Amroth. That's why he's got the armoured horse, he's got a lance, he's got a big beautiful helmet, which is Aomer's helmet, you'll notice, a big beautiful shield, and he looks nice and heavily armoured to represent a Swan Knight of Dol Amroth. So that is actually the only model that is in 4-Bold's Warbound, and that's the only Fiefdom's Warband, just those 2 drops, because the army itself only has 17 models at 800 points. So we're going to start painting this guy. Taking a page out of Battle Camper's book, I see, says Tries Up. More like Battle Camper decided to take a whole page out of my channel for his channel, but that's fine. That's fine. It was my idea first, Alex. You know it. That's okay. The Battle Camper Zorpazorp feud shall continue forever. Yeah, he's going to join me soon enough. We'll rope him over into some real locations to do battle camping in. It's going to be good. So, what we're going to do here is... I've actually done a little bit already, haven't I? I've got most of the base toning on his armor. So let's continue with all of the scale mail. We'll start with that. And now, of course, I have to remember how I actually did that. So that has been Seraphim Sepiad, and I think it hasn't had its Null Oil yet. So it's time to whack some Null Oil down on that before the next range of highlights. So let's do that. We want the new Null Oil because I want it to be as deep into the recesses as possible. I don't want it to tint the mid-tones too much, which the new Null Oil is better at doing. Here we go. Hey! Oh, now I have to go back to the wide shot. They got my close-ups for a bit.
You don't have to.
No, the people want to see everybody.
Do they though?
All right. I don't know how that looks for camera. Oh, insanely close.
Exciting news. I've got actual exciting news.
Oh, actual exciting news. The
Yeah.
child went back to sleep. Is that the news?
She didn't want to be fed.
She didn't want to be
I just lied in
fed?
the cot next to her and patted
And
her
she just
and
went to sleep? So it was Ellie. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, baby number 2 for those taking bets in the chat.
You don't understand. Like literally.
This just felt like the best product placement ever. Hey, that's why you use your own bases on the armor you're painting on stream. Right, so what are we doing? We're going to give this guy a Null Oil wash. The chat has asked Larissa that what are you painting this evening?
Yeah. I don't know what's on your shelf.
Larissa hasn't gotten anything ready because she's been too busy doing housing research. What do you want to paint?
Slash, I don't know, like not being like a present human being.
Yeah, you're
My
very
brain
tired.
isn't very
Hang on, let me see if I can go back here and find something fun. Do you want to paint more doggos? How many doggos did you paint?
I don't want to paint a doggo.
You don't want to paint a doggo?
Long.
You finished your guar here.
I did, yeah.
I don't have any other animals.
That's okay, you can just give me a person.
You want orcs? Do you want a good guy? Oh, let's let the chat decide.
Sure.
Give Larissa a Titan. I don't think so. Alright, Larissa. Do you want to paint the Warlord? Let's bring the Warlord out. Let everyone throw suggestions in the chat for what Larissa has to attempt painting, because I'll probably have something similar in that big box of crap over there. We'll dig through it. And I've got to find something primed. Just throw suggestions. Who knows? Let's see what happens. I'm going to get my Null Oil down so it dries.
Wargs.
Ah, Tommy Marshall's got a good
Someone
suggestion.
said Awen.
Aowen. I have an Aowen up there. I think she's even primed.
Agnes says Sauron.
Sauron. I don't have a Sauron.
Edward says Cave Drake.
Cave Drake. Good suggestion. There's another animal-y. I don't think my Drake is assembled.
Peter K just said good morning.
Good morning. I don't know if we can paint any good mornings.
A
It's
Barrow White.
a bit of an abstract concept. I definitely have Barrowites over there. So I'm just throwing null oil down over the sort of champagne scale mail at the moment. Franklin.
Add the Air New Zealand loader livery to one of your 40k flying machines.
That's a good idea, actually. I'll get the Storm Eagle down, put the little Air New Zealand symbol on the back. That'll diminish resale value though. So.
Could do Saruman the main colour.
Hey, that's true. I've got a Saruman sculpt spare. You want to paint Saruman in a rainbow outfit?
I'm not gonna like fuck up a good model.
I have like a billion Sarumans.
I
Okay.
know, by that I mean F up a good model.
All of the good Sarumans went to Jacques for the Dol Guldur narrative campaign. You guys remember that series of battle reports, don't you? The one that was slated for last December. Good times.
Invisible ring bearers, yes, that's a great idea. I'll
That's just building a base. I actually have the invisible ring bearers
Build
over
a
there.
pony, Wolf says.
Oh, build a pony. That's a good shout.
Tom Marshall says Lockie's beard.
Lucky's beard. Get out of it. There will be no paint in this beard. I'm nervous about the paint pots being opened over there.
I'm just prepared for my many coloured Saruman.
Okay, alright. I think many coloured Saruman has won. Don't put paint in my beard. They can't even super chat on this stream. We're not putting paint in my beard. Not without super chat.
Did you guys get a chance to watch all of the Rings of Power? No, but you will actually be impressed.
Yes, we have made progress after like 15 streams in a row where it's been like
significant progress.
we haven't watched any, we haven't watched any, we haven't watched any. Many.
Oh, well,
I
you
moved.
did that to yourself. Like, I'm just trying to paint the greys, so instead of
Oh, you're
grey, they're gonna be blue.
you're painting the grey hairs.
Yeah. Who could be here for the next entry though.
Ah, that's lovely. Alright, so the null oil is looking good. That actually feels so good. It's like a face massage with a paintbrush.
Like, if it's safe to lick the brushes, it's clearly got to be safe to paint it on.
I don't know if it is safe to lick the brushes. I never said that to anyone. I'm not providing health advice. Just leading by poor example.
Juicy says no, as he does.
Yep. Okay, so let's have a look. The great thing about having the dismount for this 4-bold already finished is I don't have to make any decisions tonight. So I can literally just go around. Okay.
The battle scars from the broken scalpel.
They're good. They're healed. Only one battle scar singular. The rest of them deflected off these mighty glasses.
Which mic like right there?
Oh yeah, that's true. How does mic sound? How does volume sound, guys? Because
is he yelling at you?
Am I
is
yelling?
That what it sounds like? That's what it sounds like to
can't believe Lockie said it's safe to lick the brushes. Hey, Alex is on. I was just shitting all over your channel,
Just a
man.
further disclaimer: Lockie did not say it was safe to lick the brushes. Do not
lick the brushes. If anyone needs to rely on this as a contemporaneous record for their lawsuit, do go ahead. Alex is my lawyer, so that's solid legal advice. And here we go.
This is not legal advice.
If that's health advice, then the legal advice that Alex just gave you is official legal advice. And if the lawsuit doesn't pan out, you'll have to take it up with him and then sue Battlecamper. We'll just have like a series of lawsuits. I'm sorry. How dare I try to paint models while you paint my beard on a model painting stream?
Yeah, no. Well, we're all here for the beard now at this point.
This makes sense. No one's here for my stupid Rohan for the 10th stream in a row. Okay. I don't know what to do.
He also needs a mic.
Yeah, I know. I've only got one.
He's not louder than any other streams, yes, but like, does he need to reduce his volume in all streams? Like, now's your time.
Do I have? I don't even have the audio signal coming in through the camera, so I can't reroute.
I literally, like, there could be a few Fish in Antarctica who haven't heard.
We need a longer one of these cables, mate, and then the mic could be sitting there in front of us. I'll get a new cable and we can hear Larissa more. We should swap seats. That's what we should do, because I yell, and you.
Yeah, you're still yelling.
Sorry. And you are quiet.
I'm not that quiet.
Okay. I'll just try to be a little more relaxed. Very excited. Right, I'm supposed to be finding something for you to paint. What did they ask for? Saruman was one suggestion.
Ask Battlecamper where his new videos. Nope. Well, it didn't last long.
Are you out of here? Is that a kid?
To be determined.
To be determined. Okay.
Pop back down again, but
Right,
like,
well.
I'd probably say yes. It's that wake up for her, right? Where she's like,
Yep.
stay with me for 7 million years.
Okay, the null oil is down. I think I'm going to do the boots next. So the boots are just brown now.
I mean, that's
Is
the
it
showstopper there.
Is it actually staying on my beard?
Yeah.
Really?
Turn it to the...
I can't see.
I mean, you can't. They might be able to.
No one can see anything.
You can see. You can see. See it like in place.
Can anybody see anything?
This is like fluoro, like literally fluoro.
What paint are you using?
I don't know, but it's.
Oh, Temple Guard Blue.
No, this isn't the blue one. This is this one.
Oh, you're using the brown.
Wild Rider Red.
Wild Rider Red. That was the paint that I bought for my Blood Ravens, and then...
Can I just point out that this colour is not red?
No, it's an orange.
Yeah. Nope, she's stirring. Maybe if I go pat her.
Alright, you go do that for a bit.
Oh, and now the other one's stirring too. That's good. That's good.
Oh, excellent.
If you don't see me again, she'll keep telling her.
Alright. She'll be back. Don't leave. Last time she left the stream, everybody left. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Alright, so I'm just going to put down some charred brown over the boots. And then we'll give them a nice little highlight. Basically, I'm just finding a small job that I can do easily while I wait for the Nuln Oil to dry. I'm working on a dry palette today, and by that I mean I'm putting paint down onto my table. Because I opened my wet palette this morning, and... yeah, look, the mold was pretty next level. Like, there's always a bit of mold, but, like, the mold was pretty extreme. Let me bring this over. Larissa leaves. We are on strike! Look at this, she's leaving the paint pots open. Oh my god, 2 in a row. Not to mention one of them is, like, a rare old Scab Red, which probably hasn't been... oh my god, it's still wet. It's still wet. Scab Red from, like, 2005. Still wet. And she just opened it. Have you ever 3D printed your head for a miniature and made a space marine with your face? No, I haven't. I should. Yeah, that would be fun. How many people are tuned in? I don't even know if I can tell on this screen. No, I don't think I can. The van was full of crap. No space for humans. Oh, man. The van. Can't wait till I get the van. We're currently right in the middle of looking at rentals for our move over in January. The old rental game. Alright, brown foot. The armor's looking like it's almost dry, so I'll just finish the other brown foot while I'm here. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to my... oh god. Oh god, that was a lot of water. Let's try that again. 55! Oh, cool. This channel is obviously very small compared to the big channel. Well, it's not that big. But this channel's teeny tiny. So it's pretty amazing whenever we get like 50 odd, 100 odd people in. Okie dokie. Greetings from Canada. 4 AM here. What are you doing awake, Chris? Jeez. Get some sleep. Alright, more charred brown on the other boot this time. Tell you what, I might switch the camera up so that you guys can see, because this is just a shot of me painting a small thing with my hands. So let's move the camera back over. I think you guys have seen enough of my face. I think Larissa will be in there for a little bit at least, with 2 kids waking up at the same time. Alright, can you guys see if I'm there? Might come over a little bit more. Get my quintessential Aussie thong out of the way. Alright. So this is just the... am I using the right paint? This doesn't feel like charred brown. It feels like dark flesh tone. No, it was definitely charred brown. Just went down a little darker to start with. So that's trim from his boot. So the boot sort of ends about there. Get that down underneath. How are we all doing anyway? What are our personal hobby projects at the moment? What have you guys been painting? What is getting you excited? Perfect angle, says Severos. Hey dude, how you going? Have we made any headway yet with new models? Heresy wise? What about the rest of you? What are you guys working on? Just a little bit of dark flesh tone, just to give a really lazy and quite thick edge highlight to the front of the boot. And then we'll just rim around the edge. There we go. Now, seeming as I have heaps of that paint on my palette of my cutting board, let's have a look at our dismount here and see if there's anything else that should be the classic charred brown treatment, because if there is, I will highlight it now. So the spear shaft looks like it was done with the same technique, so let's do that now so that this paint doesn't dry out. Well, it will dry out, but so it's not completely wasted. So this is my charred brown, and basically what I'll do with this is I'll wet blend in a bunch of highlights. Starting with the, whatever that thing, dark flesh tone that I have on the thing, and then we'll put some Vallejo earth in as well, and try and make just like a really lame, quick and easy, streaky wood grain on the spear haft. David says, I'm currently building a Farharad army, just a casual 19 camels, get those impact hits. Oh my god. Heaps of you replied, I was not paying attention. What were we up to? Gary George is working on the original Be Gimme Aimer on horseback, very nice. Larry on YouTube is working on a proxy Terror of Arnor. Very nice, Terror of Arnor being Gullivar. Yeah, well, you'd want a proxy because the original model is probably a little bit wacko. Not my favorite model. It's okay, you can make it work, but I think that's a really cool opportunity for like exploring some different stuff. Actually, I've finished just that one part of the haft, so I'm just going to change up now so that I've got like any chance of wet blending. I'm just putting a little bit of dark flesh tone in, just in spots. Just long streaks of it. There we go. We'll move in. I'll have to dry blend the layer earth, but that's fine. Gee, this brown is drying out on my table so quickly. I'm missing my wet palette substantially. Already base coated the silver on all the details, so, and I don't want to ruin the flesh because I like having the grey base tone on the flesh, so trying not to mess this up. Right, what else are you guys talking about? We've got Edwards doing Picked Up My Burrows and Badges Kickstarter. I've heard many things about this. Joshy Summers, one of my long-time Patreons and like the modder of the Facebook page, moderator, one of our community members, has God, he went well into the Badges and Burrows thing. The minis look so cool. Severos, Road to Armatura, Leviathan built and magnetized. Got a game on the 20th with World Eaters. So I got a speed build and base code everything. Nice, dude. Good luck for the game. Make sure you crush them. Wait, hang on. Are yours World Eaters? Yeah, nice. You're doing the World Eaters, so you want to be hunting those ultras. Not many left. Poor old Armatura. They copped it. They copped it hard. We've got elves, lots of elves, says Alex. Good. Do you like a nice pointy-eared elvish princeling? There we go, that's looking good. I'm just going to put a little bit more on the top there. Just a simple spear haft, nothing particularly exciting. Now we make it a little bit better with an earth highlight. Feldo says, I'm a big fan of when the shaft is done with the same technique. Nice. Oh dear. Got me, Felix. Got me good. Earth is super bright, as you can tell here. I'll just give you a little triumvirate. It's a massive step up, right? It is super bright. So I'll probably just blend in maybe a bit of our base tone. Just chuck a little bit of the darker brown in. Oh wow, that just turned into like graveyard earth, like the old school color. And now we'll just do a little bit of a pointed highlight. Just some streaky. Just really working the shaft, you know, just up that way, and then down that way. Just got to make sure you're getting good coverage across the shaft with your wood grain lines. You don't want to leave any part of the shaft sort of neglected. as it, you know, that won't end well. Oh, you having a field day now? Alright, now we'll go in with, maybe not neat, but definitely a little bit lighter. Because, you know, we do sort of want it to read. I'm just trying to go, like, the thinnest lines of this stuff possible. Just the tip of the brush. I don't even know, is this even showing up on the camera for you guys? It's pretty far away. Maybe I'll go in a little closer. I hope that this is kind of visible. It's a little bit in shadow because the light is not quite where it needs to be for this spear haft bit, which is tucked in behind the model, but you guys get the idea. Just a little bit of wood grain there. Is that showing up? Maybe? It's very, very hard to get it to show, but there's just some really subtle lines and highlights and toning on the spear haft. I'll just add a little bit more to this top region. Apologies if this is crap camera angle for a sec. Just need to get in there. Yeah, that looks good. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. Right, chat. Mark says, what have I missed? Not much, just me faffing about, really. Never neglect the shaft. Oh my god. Tom is feeling the finger burn, cutting out holes for minis in Dunharrow Gondor Rage's display board. 6 days till an event. Very nice. Very nice. Just putting a little bit more grain up this back section. Okay, alright. I'm calling the shaft done. The shaft is finished. I've done a good job on that. David says, oh, that's the camels. James is about to dry brush the deeping wall. Darren McWilliams bolt action board. Corentin mock-up, for those who know their US World War II 501st Airborne history. So I'm guessing that, is that France? I actually don't know. Yeah. I would have thought I would have remembered most of the 501st. Oh, I can never remember the different airborne regiments, but I do enjoy well, enjoy, but it's an odd word for it, being real military history, but I find it all very fascinating. I'm painting my Terminators with a proxy captain from Marshall. Killgun's rewatching V for Vendetta. Very nice. Careful not to chip the bricks, James. They're fragile. Oh yeah, the old deeping wall resin. It's a Hammer Horror Monster old version. Oh, very cool. I'm putting Tyranid wigs on a Mongol. Very cool. Andreas Mueller currently painting the old metal Nazgul on Fellbeast. Man, I have so many Nazgul to paint up. I've been planning on doing a video on them where I convert them all. Convert 9 unique poses, and I've got heaps of mates to like send me bits, and I've kind of accumulated a whole bunch of them, and the video still hasn't been done, but it is going to be a cool little piece. So now what I'm doing is I've got that brassy tone in the steel underneath. Now I'm going to bring in Iron Hands steel and just do a little silvery edge highlight to return this to a silver, not a kind of burnished bronzy look, because I do want these to be silver, but I want the I want there to be like a kind of burnished steel feeling in the recesses, just to make them look a little bit different, basically. It's actually quite a hard gig getting this to balance right. Yeah, it can be tricky, because you can accidentally smash it into the recesses really easily. Especially with no wet palette. So annoying. Alright, in we go here. Just that little... This is... I don't know if this is on camera. I think it is. But I'm just putting the little silver highlights around the edges of each plate, each scale, I should say, on this part of the torso. There we go. Yeah, I'll go in close here. You guys can see that. How we've just got like you can tell now that scale mail on his chest, it looks silver now. But there's just that burnished warmth coming through in the recesses. Like it's a nice corselet, but it's been, you know, it's not brand new off the shelf. It's got that little bit of grime. It's not a corselet, of course. It's not chain, but you guys get what I mean. So we've got a few more scales up here. Need some more paint. Is that a scale in under there? Yeah, I think it is. So that needed to be silver. Some of the parts of this model, the details are a little bit iffy. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous model. I do really, really like it. There's just a couple of little parts of the scale that, I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. It's the deep underneath, but you sort of have to paint in a bit of the definition. Might flip him upside down for a bit. Right, I need to catch up with this chat. I'm definitely letting you all go. Sorry. Give me a second to do this this scale, and I'll come say hi. And then we've got there's this tricky little piece in under here. This is sort of the worst offender. Not a lot of detail there to actually paint. This one here, I mean, I've obviously covered this with I've covered a lot of this with the horn, but that will need some work, and so will that area. All right, let me catch up with this chap. Rest my brush for a sec. Could probably do with a bit more moisture anyway. How many viewers we need for another embarrassing story? Darren's working on his Witch King Fellbeast to finish the Pelennor Fields collection. Very nice. We've got... Oh, wow, that absolutely flew down. I zoned out for a second, but just heard the word shaft over and over again, says Alex. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's going to live rent-free in my head, and I'm not happy about it. Good job on the shaft. We've got a beautiful, strangely exciting looking shaft. Sisters of Battle, says Commander Autism. Building Sisters while playing Mordheim. Oh, nice. City of the Damned. I don't think I've played that. Yes, right. Yeah, right. That's what it's from. I knew it was like vaguely familiar. It's from Band of Brothers. Yeah, cool. I love Band of Brothers. Advanced shaft painting tutorial when? Finished uni for the year, says Harry, and now have to go on the mandatory fun for 2 weeks in the bush. Yay. Oh my goodness, the door's opening. Are they both asleep again?
Yeah, neither of them actually woke up.
It was just like the protocol of prudence.
Look, I don't... yeah, we'll see how a lot of this goes.
Sorry for the dodgy camera work, people. Oh, who knows where that's even pointing.
You could just leave it pointed at your thing.
No, people can hang out with us for a bit. They've seen me trying to paint a shaft.
Are you up to date?
I think so, yeah. I think I just caught up. Alright.
I could be out of here in literally like 5 seconds.
It could happen. It could happen. Ah, there we go. Okay, what's next? So, I gotta finish this scale. So a little bit of silver now on the other side. All that same thing you guys just saw.
Well, Larissa, would you play Loader again like when you were pregnant? Yeah, we... Can I tell them?
Tell what? Tell them what?
About...
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's not a secret. Okay. They probably all know about that.
Well, Lockie is gonna do like a learn to play series, which I mean
it's like
who are watching this probably that's not your type of content.
The kind of video that you know should have been on the channel 20 years ago, considering I bring a lot of people to the game. Anyway.
Probably, but anyway. So yes, I will probably help Lockie film that because I will in fact need to learn to play again because I don't remember anything.
That's okay. You just need to be a pair of hands.
Remember that rolling sixes is good.
Rolling sixes is good.
Use the Gandalf dice.
The Gandalf.
I remember.
Yeah, they did. They did dominate that day.
So yeah, sure. No problem. We'll do flavoured things.
Because we have a lot of time for social gaming in our lives, don't we, Larissa?
Well, I mean, we get an abundance of free time.
So much free time.
Are you actually gonna get me Saruman to paint?
Oh right, you're supposed
You
to,
need
you're
to paint your
you're
beard.
supposed to be painting a model. Yeah, I think continue to paint my beard. Really.
There is this back. Now can we riot?
Now can we riot?
Now we can riot. Sorry. They don't want activations. They're just going to riot.
Okay.
I was working on a script for a Learn to Play NES BG video, but over-critiqued it as usual and it entered the stagnation zone.
Who said that?
That was Feldo Mine.
Yeah.
Lockie understands that feeling
Yeah.
immensely. He overthinks everything, and then I'm just like, post it.
Kill it. Move on.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
How many Land Raiders do you own since Kilgun?
Well, many, now that the Spartan is magically called a Land Raider Spartan. I have, here, I can count them, although some of them are in cases. Wordbearer's Land Raider, Wordbearer's Spartan, technically, I suppose, if we count the Cerberus, that's a Spartan chassis heavy piece. We'll count it. That takes us to 3. Then I've got one Mark II, Mark IIB Ultramarines, one Ultramarine Spartan, so that's 5. And then I have 2 Land Raiders for my World Eaters. One of them's, I think one of them's Achilles and one of them's not. It's the other one, Mark IIB, I think. And then I've got one of the old resin Spartans for my World Eaters. And my Iron Hands don't have any. And I've got a Spartan for my fists, I think. So I don't know, maybe 10, maybe 10 for now. Oh, some of those will get sold soon.
Are you gonna wait for the new rule book to come out before doing Learn to Play?
Well, the rules haven't actually changed. So the new rulebook isn't new rules. The new rulebook is just all of the old FAQs folded into the new rules. What? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm allowed, like, that's public knowledge.
Sure.
So that like the Learn to Play, that's easy to film. There's nothing that's actually changed. It's just the rulebook has been like optimized to include the things from the FAQ.
Peter K said his dishwasher just burst a pipe all over the kitchen
Oh,
floor.
that
That's
sucks.
incredibly inconvenient.
That's
Hope you
awful.
Managed to sort that shit out.
Yeah, gross.
I'm gonna mispronounce this. Deuce 94. What did you use as the first layers of the chainmail to give it a warm tone?
So I just I based it in. It was
I'm just giving people what they want.
great. That's awesome. Is that what they've asked for? Or is
Yeah.
this
No,
okay?
no.
Okay. Lead Belcher? No. Maybe Iron Hands? No, I think it was. Oh no, Canoptic Alloy, the Necron Canoptic Alloy, which is a slightly warmer silver, and then it got washed in Seraphim Sepia to give it that really brassy champagne tone. I'm gonna have to have a shower after this, though. Okay, that-
Commander Autism said not enough Land Raiders. And then Feldo might say, holy crap, out of everything Games Workshop has done in the past 20 years, calling a Spartan a Land Raider gives me unreasonable nerd rage.
It was so stupid. Like, just leave it called the Spartan. But anyway, whatever.
Peter K says, save the house or watch Zorp live, question mark.
Yeah.
Save the house, dude.
Yeah.
Save the house.
Save the
you can
house.
watch this in replay.
That's true. Won't be live, though. Okay.
Feldo disagreed, he said to watch you. Tom said, I think Lockie's eyebrows could do with some highlights.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wait, he did say eyebrows.
Oh, eyebrows, plural. I'm never going to get anything painted on gambling. I need to give you Saruman to keep you distracted.
I'm just doing what the people ask, okay?
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've worn eyebrow makeup.
Have you ever worn eyebrow makeup?
Yeah, totally. I don't know if you want me to answer this question. You know, all the music concerts in like year 9.
Did you fill in your eyebrows?
I didn't fill in my eyebrows. People filled them in for me.
eyebrows, and why?
Melanie Murray used to do my makeup.
That was
for
like
me.
before filling in eyebrows was a thing. Wow,
Yeah.
she's ahead of the times. Anyway, Killgun said no Crusader Land Raider. Question mark.
Oh, not for 40k. Crusader isn't a heresy pattern. I don't think it existed. So yeah, no, I've got no 40k Land Raiders. I only have Heresy Land Raiders.
James Rawthorne said, "Excellent special, decorate Loki's face." I can do this. Oh, I pronounced Deuce right.
Good, excellent.
Tom Marshall said, "Gorgeous for your eyebrows."
Oh, cool, fantastic.
Kilgan said, "Oh crap, that blue is bright." Yes, it is.
Oh, is it blue? Is it? I need to hang on. I'm gonna go in close and then look over here. No, that doesn't work.
No, you look now.
Right now. Oh, damn it! I missed it. Hang on. I'll go in close to the camera. Yep, there's my eyebrows. Now let me look over here. Oh, I can see them. Holy! Whoa! They are rather bright.
Stu says, "As a Necron player, he likes a use for the Canoptic Alloy."
Can I use Canoptic? It's like a meme. I don't think I paint a model without it. I love Canoptic Alloy. It's like my favorite Games Workshop paint. Okay. What am I?
Amanda Autism says, "Looking fabulous, Lockie." Tom says, "Lockie starting to resemble Chuckles from Toy Story 3."
I found some issues with.
He's also given me my next task.
I'm just ignoring you now, Larissa. I found some issues with using this guy as my dismount for this guy. They're wearing completely different armor. He's wearing full scale. Obviously, this is what is underneath this. And he has been in a fierce battle and lost all of the extra armor that he's wearing in here. So there's all the Royal Guard bits and pieces here that he has now lost. So I'm actually going to have a lot more gold in this. Unless I choose... You know what? I don't think I am. I think I'm going to do it as, like, silver detailing. Now I need my Royal... Yeah, okay, here we go. Because then it will be like a Royal Guard model, but you always see Royal Guard with gold. We're going to try it with silver. So let's have a look at how I paint the Royal Guard. Forgot that my horses were magnetized. That's great. Need to hold the model from the base. So I paint them brown and then I do all the raised detail in gold, which I actually think is the inverse of how they're supposed to look. But what's happening now? Okay. What are you doing? Highlights? This is what's happening?
Sure.
So I need to put some dark brown into that to make it leathery. So I've got my brown here on the palette.
That's good. I'm gonna need that in a second.
It's very dry. It's so dry. Oh my god, that dried so quickly. This is why you use a wet palette.
Yeah, but you let your palette go moldy.
Yeah, it's really gross. I need to fix it. I need to bleach it.
There's no like.
It's no issue with the product.
No,
this is what happens.
it's the user.
This is what happens when you paint once a month and don't clean out your wet palette. All right, so we're gonna put some brown in to.
Zeldo said that is not how you're supposed to pick up your minis, bud.
Yeah, clearly. No, I think actually I'm flip flopping. I think I'm gonna do all of the cloth first. So there should be that cloth is going to be red. He should have bone underneath though. Okay. I think I've got this. We're going to do a little bit of red cloth around the arms. So for that we're going to do gory red. No, we'll do scarlet red first and then highlight with gory red. My standard Rohan red scheme.
But importantly, just thank you.
Excellent. There's no super chats. We should be super chatting to get Lockie's face painted. What are you doing? Are you painting my skin? Or is that my hair?
It's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Tom said 20 years ago someone told him that he was be watching live on the internet and Aussie lassie paint her Aussie hubby's eyebrows on command. I'd faint.
Yeah. The internet is a strange place.
I hope you guarded your head.
Yeah.
That 20-year-old version of yourself. Green. I mean, look. I'm not an artist.
This is what happens when I don't give you a model.
Yeah.
I become the model.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing some red cloth now.
Christopher Peary says hello.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Edward Rosen said, "Got to head off now. Awesome chilling with you guys. Give him hell, Lockie."
Will do.
Obviously, what I'm doing is more important than you. So.
No, let me finish the red base coat.
Wet blending tutorial for hair.
Yeah. All right. I'm actually having a little bit of trouble matching different layers, so I'm sort of faking a bit of a layer here. I need to get some red in because he has like a red undershirt, but then he's got like these cloth wraps which would have been underneath the forearm armor, which has since come off in combat by the time he's got to the dismount. So I need to leave room. Alright, I'll paint it like this. Oh, this is really conducive to painting. Are you drawing a picture?
I'm fulfilling a request.
You're fulfilling a request. Alright, quick, get more painting, get more painting. For the interruption. Get salt upon my face.
I mean, it's not a good fulfillment of the person's request, but like.
Will I be able to see what the
I think
request
you'll
was?
recognise what
Okay.
it is. There you go, it's done now.
Alright. So what do I have to do? I have to go in close, like this. And then go look at the camera. It's a tree!
Yeah, on an island.
It's a tree on an island. That's pretty good, hon.
Larissa, please explain to my wife who's just awake what's going on. Chaos.
Did you see the comment there? Greetings from the Netherlands for your rides just north of Belgium. Because remember on the last stream I called the Netherlands Belgium.
Yes,
That was a slip of the tongue because I was very tired. I do know the difference between them.
Oh, wow.
But hello,
You
Netherlands.
know what you should never do?
What?
Watch yourself laugh on camera.
Oh yeah,
Don't do it.
it's not attractive.
No, that was
Was that me that you were watching?
no,
Like-
it was
oh,
myself.
okay,
Yeah,
great.
no.
I can maintain the illusion that I'm still an attractive laugher then. All right, need a bit of
I
highlights.
cannot.
It would have been a wet blend if I wasn't interrupted by getting assaulted.
Now, Tom, no, I cannot. I don't actually know myself.
What's the question?
People said paint his face. I painted his face. He didn't give me a model. That's the.
Oh, can I? Oh, explain. Sorry, I
what's
interrupted you.
happening.
What's happening? No, people. The chat
Chaos.
made demands, and Larissa foolishly obeyed.
Well, I mean, was it foolish for me? No. Are you going to appreciate having to get this out of your? No. So.
Yeah, how am I going to get this out of my eyebrows?
I mean, it's like acrylic-based paint, right? So it's water.
Okay, we'll be right.
With water.
We'll be right. Alright, I think that red is done. It kind of looks a bit naff, but
Tab 100 said, I don't know if anyone wants to know, but I'm currently carving a Roman helmet to give to a soldier from Rohan.
oh, that's sick. How are you? What? Read that comment to me again. Carving? Did you say? How are you making it? That sounds cool.
Battle Camper said, oh mate, you seem so deflated that you might not have an attractive laugh. I think it's endearing.
Alex is just taking the piss, so I'm not. I refuse to take that as a compliment, Alex. I'm sure he's being mean. All right, a tiny bit of light
Would you
red.
like me to get like a wipe or something and like?
No, it's fine. I don't care the crap on my face, you mean?
Yeah.
No, look at that. Let's not ruin your high quality artistry.
I mean, yes, it's professional level.
Larissa was talking about Wild Rider Red before and about how it's an orange. I'm trying to use it as a highlight here. I mixed it in.
This one's pretty.
I blended it with Bloody Red to mute it, and it's still like way too red.
This one's so new.
What's new? The brush, yeah.
What's Red Grass Games?
Red Grass Games are a like hobby supply company. They sent me these brushes. And my web palette. That's the company you were ripping on before by
I wasn't
accident.
ripping on them. I'm saying that you genuinely like you love that product. I'm
No,
trying
it
to,
is
like,
it is an amazing web palette.
It's not the palette, it's you.
It's me who covers it in mold, not the web palette.
Battle Camper said you reject my compliment at your peril.
Fair.
Tab 100 said with a knife and a sprue of Games Workshop.
Oh, very cool. That's cool. The old sprue carving. Okay, that red is way too orange, but I think we're just gonna let it fly.
And Tom has given me a tiny. I need to do a tiny Tom Hanks screaming Wilson.
Oh, that's great. With stick figures, maybe.
I mean, that's about all I could possibly achieve because I can't paint. I'm not very arty.
So I have news.
You done effed up?
No, I haven't done effed up, but this sculpt, it's not really clear where his arm just like disappears. I think it's supposed to be, oh, maybe that. Oh god, okay. I can see maybe why this sculpt was never released. It's really great in some spots, and then there's a few little areas where I'm like, what is going on?
If it's not released, how many have it?
So it wasn't released originally. This sculpt was sculpted in 2002 when they did a Warg Attack box set, and it was a version of Gamling without the banner. But Gamling could never be taken without the banner in matched play, So it was really only a scenario-only model. And the box was like $65, but it came with 3 wargs, Aragorn, Sharku, and Theoden. So it was already a 6-model, 6 metal cavalry in one box, which at $65 was already pushing higher than... You used to get 5 cavalry for 65, and they'd be 5 metal guys and 5 plastic horses, like with the Gondor Knights or those kind of... The Knights of Dol Amroth were like 75 or 65. I'm talking Australian dollars, obviously. And they were like 5 or 6 all metal. So if they took it to 7 metal, all metal models, it was pushing that price bracket. So they dropped Gamling, and he never got released. And then like a year ago, or 2 years ago maybe,
This does not work.
we released it. What's that? Is that the white?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. It sort of works. It sort of works. Maybe drop a little bit of water in there. Just...
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just making a tiny Wilson.
It's not a high priority.
It's not.
You're
Yeah.
finally discovering this. All right, a little bit of red over here.
What did you do with your eyebrows?
Is that a new viewer?
Yes.
I did nothing. I did nothing with my eyebrows.
Oh, okay. Well, the Wilson is somehow bigger than his head. So that checks out.
What?
There you go.
Oh, so Wilson's bigger than Tom Hanks? Is that what you
No,
mean?
just his head.
Okay.
Maybe it's just in the foreground.
Yeah. We'll buy that.
Yeah. What sort of ball was Wilson?
Soccer ball.
Okay, so he needs some black dots.
Yeah.
On it. On it.
I haven't watched Castaway in a long time.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah.
Like the Beatles song.
That was the person who just said.
What did we do with the eyebrows?
Yeah.
Larissa can explain.
Can you make me-
The chat, hang on.
The chat hath spoken. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Need a little bit of gory red. Are these the black dots for the soccer ball?
Yeah. There you go.
Nice. Oh, I get it. You're doing like little hexagons.
Well, yeah, but then-
Obviously, they're just dots at that
Yeah.
scale. Yeah. Okay, so that's the blood. I don't know, stage 1 red. I've forgotten what it's called. Scarlet red. Now I'm putting some gory red in.
You are so cute like that, Loki, although I would have expected the colours to be Rohan green.
Yeah, I know. What was with the color choice, Larissa?
It
Come on.
was what was in front of me.
What was in front of you? I see.
Dew says, if I wanted to roughly replicate the style of painting, are there videos I can check or just rewatch live streams? I'm happy either way.
For which?
This style of painting.
Oh, just for my Rohan videos. Yeah, there's a whole painting tutorial on this army.
What's it called?
It is called the coolest Warhammer army you've never heard of. Oh, Larissa's gonna go find
I'll
it for
link
you.
it for you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I paint most of this, and there's also a specific horse painting guide video for these horses and things.
This one? You?
No, that's the Gilliman one.
This
You want
one?
that one? Yeah.
If I click on this, is that going to F up your data? 'Cause I'm not
No,
gonna watch it.
whatever. That's fine. Who cares about that video? It's from a long time ago.
Oh. Apparently I'm not logged in or subscribed, so right, I'll just subscribe.
Only channel member. Yeah, you're not subscribed, so you can't send a message.
It's logged in on my, like, non...
But just admit that you're not subscribed. I can handle it.
No, it's my, like, other Google account. Or I'm just not subscribed to the channel.
I mean, it is my second channel.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
That's why it's very relaxed this evening. Okay, that's all the red done. Now we're gonna come in and we're gonna do. I'm doing a thing that my mate Dan always preaches. He says paint your layers in the order that you put on your clothes. So start with your skin first. I disagree with that because I always mess that up. So I still always do my skin last. But I paint my undergarments first. So if you can see a little bit of cloth underneath, you paint that first. And then if there's a piece of armor going on the top, you do that first. So I didn't do it with the scale mail because on this model there's so much weird detail. I just wanted to knock that out so I could help see and read the model. But now I'm going in and doing all the cloth layers underneath, and then I'll go back to working on the armor.
Would you like an uncomfortable question to answer?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Corvin Part 66 says, what issue are you up to?
What issue?
Yeah.
Of the Battle Games Middle Earth live stream? That's a good question. I can't remember.
This is called, Loki just wants to paint his Rohan to
Yeah.
get them done for a tournament, so he's painting his Rohan.
Yeah, basically the live streams have been co-opted to serve my own nefarious purposes for the time being. Where when we get to New Zealand, there's going to be like a proper big relaunch of the live streams where we go back to following it book by book once we're building like a little live stream specific studio in the new place, and gonna have I don't want to talk about it too much, but there's a really bloody cool set of main videos on the main channel. They're going to be about the Battle Games of Middle-earth live streamed and all the Patreon minis, and I want to build like a big display with all of the Patreon minis, and then we'll relaunch the campaigns where there'll be because we'll have a specific streaming room. It'll be like battle reports streams and then painting streams really regularly and like alternating and get back into the campaign, and everyone can follow their people, because I love that format and I miss it, but it's just really difficult to do anything other than very minimal stuff in this current setup with all of the last minute things that have to be done before we leave for New Zealand. Yes, life is
it's like
crazy.
The weeks are just disappearing
we're gonna
faster than we can even rationalize, and we're going to be moving like tomorrow.
So I think the last official one that we did, we'd be up to like issue 30 or something. It's like, because we sort of leap around all over the place. The last thing that we painted properly for the campaign was some Mordor Orc captains for an Osgiliath battle report. That'll be our final battle report before we leave, and I'm finishing those boards at the moment. In fact, I don't know, yeah, that green piece of foam that you guys can see over here, that's part of the foundation of the final component of that board, and then once that's finished, we'll do a big live stream. So the magazines will return in a much more legitimate format very soon. Okay. Khaki.
Tim Gamble said, I'm painting Wookiee Warriors and watching Fellowship. What an evening.
Very
That does
nice.
sound like a nice
Wookiee
evening.
Warriors for Legion. Love the Wookiee Warriors.
And Battle Camper says something else important too, I expect.
What's he talking about?
Probably this happened when he got that content when you were talking about New Zealand and things you're prepping for, so I imagine it's a reference to something else.
Oh, something he may know about, yeah.
Yeah. Thomas.
Unless you mean, do you mean like the big thing? The big thing? The big thing? Is that what you mean? I think that's what he means.
Thomas.
That's a while away.
Or Tomas.
Might be Tomas.
Yeah.
Tomas.
Is that a holiday look for you, Lord Zorp? Maybe it will become one.
The chat decreed. Larissa complied.
Corvin said that is sick. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to get it back up and running. I miss the big streamy campaign and tuning in. Alright, I'm doing some beige. Yeah, great. Lots to prepare for there. Hey, like actually, the board that we build, the board that we will play on and do bits and pieces to for the finale of the second leg of that thing has officially been started. So things are happening, because we have like all that stuff that happens in phase 1 down in like following part 1, and then part 2. Yeah, this is very niche content specifically for Alex. And then part 2 is that, and the big finale of the journey for part 2 is a particular board. Construction has begun.
Just giving you a shock face.
Yeah.
Also, when you are ready next, we probably need to update the people at home who are like desperately, obviously waiting.
Oh, they want to
reveal.
They want to see other Wilson.
No one has mentioned that, but
no one.
Clearly, I know that they're sitting on that.
Everyone is probably being like, we really want to ask, but we don't want to seem rude. But the only reason we're still here is to see how good Larissa's Wilson is on my face.
Yeah, it's life changing, obviously.
Yeah. That's fair. Let me get this khaki base coat down. It is so hard to do wet blending. I keep talking.
Said that is legit very exciting. People will just have to take your word for it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all strapping. I don't actually think we can see any of his khaki loincloth. He has like a loincloth, but it's all... Oh, unless we could say that, like... Maybe we could say that... There's like a bit of kind of... You know, when you... Like, you've got scale mail, right? It's a material. It's made of scales. But whenever, like, GW sculpted for these older sculpts, like, the scale mail drops, and then it just goes flat into the dude's legs. So what I could do is I could paint that the loincloth colour as a way to kind of get a little bit of the extra loinclothy tones in there. So we might just put just a tiny bit of khaki just underneath in this flat region, because it just gets that pop to help match the foot model.
Michelle said, Lockie, are you having a stroke? You're talking like words that don't make proper sentences.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay cryptic.
He's trying, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the paint seeping through his eyebrows.
Yeah.
No, he's trying to tell one specific person secret knowledge that he already knows without revealing what it is to everybody else.
Yeah. I thought that was obvious.
Super niche content.
Thought they'd work out what I was doing. They're just
no,
like...
they just thought you were rambling about nonsense.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair...
Zorpazorp has stroke live on stream. That'll be on one of those news channels. I don't know. What's a news YouTube channel for the wargaming
One
content?
day I really should just like film you as you work and
God.
just put it online.
Or just me talking to myself all day in my lonely office.
Berating yourself.
Useless! Oh, you're so useless, Lucky. God!
He was talking to me as he was setting up for this stream. I had no idea. And he was like, there's nobody else in the room. And I was like, when does that ever matter?
Yeah. That was a sick burn. Just trying to get more of this khaki in behind the arm guards now. Oh yeah, what did we supposed to do? See my face?
What?
I don't even know what Wilson looks like. I'm coming closer.
Oh,
I'm showing you guys, but it's
very
mostly
detailed.
for me. Is it on the right side of my face, hon?
yes.
Okay, no, well... There, I see him! So the little black stick figure is
It's Wilson.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then Wilson's in his hand.
It's a shadow, alright?
It's a shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Tom Hanks on my forehead. It's not even Middle Earth related. What are you guys doing?
Well, I painted your eyebrows blue, so it's the ocean.
Oh, so it was the ocean, right. Okay, so now we want to do...
How's my Saruman going? It's good. It's good. I'm really enjoying painting Saruman.
Do you want Saruman now?
Well, I mean, I'm literally just sitting here like that
Wow.
saying that we
I
say
don't-
in
I don't-
Australia that may not be used everywhere else in the
What?
world.
I'm not here to... Is that what you mean?
No.
No, what do you mean?
Well, that was not contextually no. It was tits on a bull.
Oh yeah, sitting here like tits on a bull. That's a great Australian saying. I haven't told Scotty about that one actually. Right, Saruman. The thing is, I'm not sure if Saruman's primed.
Oh, you know, I think we need some highlights for the Reed Richards look.
Who's Reed Richards?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't.
I feel like we're gonna insult people.
Yeah.
Can you Google who Reed Richards is?
Sure.
And then we'll just edit this bit out and post. Reed Richards. Oh, Mr. Fantastic, right. Mr. Fantastic, you know from the Fantastic Four?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely know what that is.
You would have seen like one of those movies. Jessica Alba?
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I remember
That one was
it
terrible.
being advertised.
Alright. God, there's so much detail on this. Stupid.
I'm supposed to not be painting this.
No, yes, because look how long this has taken me. I don't want to be doing this on the top of Edoras. Yeah, that's fine. This is like there's like 10 people watching. I don't mind if we spoil some secrets. But like Gamling, all I'm gonna do for Gamling is I'm gonna paint his cloak on the top. So I want to finish everything but the cloak. But why are you giggling?
Because Tom's giving me my next instructions.
Oh, right.
But this
It's
one,
all Tom.
This one might be. Yeah.
Is it PG?
Yeah, it's PG.
Oh, okay. You just mean it might be beyond your
His
skill.
next act of defiance should be to paint a pair of glasses under Lockie's actual face so he can't do the remove glasses to point move.
No, you're not painting all the way around my eyes.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd hold still for that long.
No. Alright, so I'm just putting some little bone white highlights in.
And also, I might accidentally get them on your glasses, and we all know how precious you are about
Yeah, well, Elodie snapped my last glasses in half, so...
Yeah, she did.
She was like, Hulk mode, psh,
She is.
and then cackled wildly.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't end up with a black eye from that maneuver.
Yeah. The other day, Elodie just like grabs Lewis's Kindle, throws it at her head, bang, straight in the face.
Yeah.
And just before we had to go and like check out daycares, like preschools for Hazel, and Larissa's going in with like this black eye, and of course like preschool people, they're like what's it called, like compulsory reporters, mandatory reporters for like domestic violence suspicions, and we're like, this is not a TV thing. Our child threw a Kindle at her, and they're like, oh yeah, oh we will. At least that's original.
But really, that hurt too.
Oh my god, it was fierce.
She's strong.
She
That
is.
kid
She is strong.
Strong-willed too. She's fun. She's joy and.
Oh, she is a joy. But yeah, she's definitely got a good dose of willpower.
Yeah, and lungs.
Hey, what color should I do his horn? Oh, horns are usually bone, right? It's usually an ox horn, isn't it? So.
Duke said, "There's like 10 people. I've never felt so special and irrelevant at the same time." Charlie Moreno.
Charlie.
Hola.
Hola.
With a H.
Yeah. Hola.
Folks.
Hola.
long
¿Cómo está?
No see live stream.
Yes, Charlie. Charlie did the first Minister of Community donation. So you know that massive section of walls? It was like a meter of walls that arrived. Yeah, that was Charlie.
Oh, nice. Corbin said, "I personally would make a horn brass."
Ooh, brass horn, bold maneuver.
But isn't a horn usually bone?
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. But well, all sorts, right? You could definitely do a brass horn. But I feel like Rohan are using their brass for arms, not for horns, especially as it's only Grimbold.
Tab said 100%, and we are 55 people most of the time. It's 54 right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, 55. There you go.
That's
There you
better.
go. It's been 55 pretty much the whole time.
Get your act together, number 55. Yeah, it sort of consistently sits at 50.
56.
When we used to do these on the main
54.
channel, we used to get like 200, 300, 400 people. But like, it's better to have 55 of you here on its own special place.
Right, that makes you feel like your other
Where it doesn't kill the main channel because it's so different from all of the other content.
Tom Marshall said, "Can we have another island on the left with Oceanic Flight 815 crashing?"
Is that Lost? That's Lost, isn't it? And then the numbers will be next under my eyelids. What is it? It's like 4, 2, 4, 8, 16, 24, 32. I can't remember. But can you search the Lost numbers?
Sure. Still waiting for Saruman, but sure.
Do you want Saruman?
No, it's waiting for
No, I was gonna say he's not primed.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. You want to fire off?
What did I get wrong? Oh, I see. I
You
forgot.
didn't say
I
15.
forgot 15. I forgot 15. And I think I said 32, not 42. I should have remembered 42. That's the easiest to remember. Alright, a little bit of bone highlights on the horn. Kind of just like working in a bit of a natural horny vibe. A natural horny vibe. You should have heard me before talking about the shaft of the spear. Yeah, probably not.
Cram as many pop culture references onto that forehead. There's a lot of room. It's getting more room every day.
Alright, so thanks for joining us, guys. Enjoy.
Live band.
Yeah. Which person was that?
Tom.
We'll just mute that person. Oh, was that Tom Marshall?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on thin ice, Tom. You're lucky. You're lucky you're a...
Is he a Patreon?
yeah, Tom's a Patreon.
Yeah. So he's like, he's a Patreon.
Yeah, you're lucky you're paying for this. Did you need something? Oh, just to disrupt the whole stream with meaningless...
This is the whole stream.
This is the whole stream. We should retitle it. It's not Painting the Greatest Army of Lord of the Rings, but Painting the Greatest Forehead of Lord of the Rings. That's what I'm calling the next stream.
Do it.
Yeah.
When you're ready.
Oh, you're not done? You were just...
No, I'm only up to the leaves of the tree, and I haven't even got to the plane yet.
Right, I see. Oh, the plane. Jackson will be thrilled. Josh will be very unhappy.
Why?
He despises Lost.
Why?
Oh, it's got no taste.
I mean, I didn't like it either.
What?
Well, to be fair, I haven't seen that much of it, but it bored me.
It bored
It
you.
bored me, yes. And also, I'm not great with planes, so watching planes are
Not
probably
great
not,
with planes. That's probably a good idea.
not probably something.
Getting my money's worth, says Tom. This should be a new tier. Getting to dictate what Lockie gets painted in.
I'll try and
in
record
streams.
him having to take this off his face later.
Jesus.
In the inevitable frustration that this results.
Yeah. This horn actually looks pretty
I'm
cool.
ready for the plane whenever you
Okay.
are.
Oh, I really
See,
want to.
before it was only on this side of your head, so like.
Oh, if
you
I'm
couldn't see it.
yeah
now,
right.
Now it's
It's just constantly like
Yeah.
I'm covered in.
weird things on your face. Yeah.
I'm doing like an interesting little cross hatching pattern on the horn. I don't really know why, but it kind of looks cool, so it's working. Look, it's like a little horn.
Where's the cross hatching?
Yeah, it's a little very subtle cross hatching. I did too thick the first lines because I was just doing normal highlights.
Where?
Oh, hang on, I'll do some more and you can see it going down wet. It'll show up a bit more once I put the shade in, but...
Hi guys, what character model are you painting at the moment?
Alright, camera's coming. Okay, hang on, do my... Who asked us that?
Julian.
Julian! Hey Julian, once my face has been painted, which is clearly the most important thing here in the stream, then I'll swing the camera around and you guys can see again.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I actually don't know how to paint a plane in any way, shape, or form, and it has a very high chance of coming out looking like something that is definitely not a plane.
Are you roughing it off?
Yes. Keep going up.
All
I
right.
might just Google what a plane looks like.
How do you not know what a plane looks like? So what we're painting today,
Because when
Julian...
I painted it, it didn't look like a plane.
What we are painting today, Julian, is not my face, contrary to what Larissa is trying to achieve with the aid of the chat being pretty spearheaded by Tom Marshall.
I mean, he's literally the only person.
Yeah. This is the unreleased Gameling model, which has been, well, previously unreleased, then it got released on Made to Order, which has been converted into Forbold, which is Grimbold's father. I've just done this little horn here. And I think what we'll do next is we'll throw a bit of Agrax Earthshade down to try and, well, we'll just sort of have a look at what recessed detail that gives us in and around the straps, as well as helping to kind of push back the highlights I have done so that I can do a little more to emphasize the cross-hatching. So I sort of started digging the cross-hatching halfway through doing it. Oh, of course, this layer may have been wet, so this might not have been the wisest move, but anyway. Make sure some Agrax gets in there. Are you practicing how to draw planes on your wrist?
Yes. Does that look like a plane unless like a...
That looks great. That looks like a plane.
Yeah, definitely not what the first one was going to be.
Yeah, I'm glad that would have been like a real 10 things I hate about you moment. I have a dick on my face, don't I? Okay. So that recessed detail is like making that sing. That's awesome. I tell you what we will do. Someone was talking about brass. I think we'll make the mouthpiece brass, and then that'll get some more bone highlights in a sec.
Charlie Moreno said, "Lockie the true Garmarugan."
Yeah.
RT said, "I like Rohan as much as I like eggs, and I enjoy eggs, but I like Mordor more than eggs. But don't take that as a slight against Rohan. Eggs."
I like eggs.
Charlie is painting Weathertop.
Nice.
Darren Warner said, "Very new age look."
Like the actual Weathertop model? Like the GW resin thing? That thing is a beast.
Julian said, "Where did you get the horn from?"
The horn is just sculpted in green stuff. So are the two straps. There's a whole video that Larissa linked a little higher up in the chat of where I do all of the conversions and some of the paint jobs. You need my head back.
My paint is drying.
Okay, alright, I'm coming back. So this is what we've got to so far. We've just the horn, I'll do a few more highlights. Yeah, you know what? They can just have a big, amazing close-up on me getting my face painted. Where's the live feed? Can you change that to VMix? Oh yeah, I can do it.
Were you trying to make me stand up and do it because you didn't want to stand up and do it?
I didn't stand up and do it. I got to swing. I just like balanced my chair back. Okay. Wait, where are you drawing this? Over here. Okay. Is it? Okay. What are you doing now?
A plane.
This is Oceanic Flight 817. Crashing on the island.
Sure. If that's the name of the flight, then yeah.
I think it's 817 or 815 maybe. Now I want to watch Lost. Stream's over, guys. Lockie just wants to paint.
That doesn't. Yeah, that's bad. Hang on. Keep the hold still.
Okay.
To be fair, I am trying to paint each.
Here, I'll hold gambling up so that we can at least pretend this is Warhammer related.
Don't worry, my next instructions are Warhammer related.
Okay.
I mean, does that look like a plane? It's neither here nor there, but look, I tried.
There we go. Yeah, I can. Let me see. Now I can look. I have to look at the delay. That looks like a plane. That's awesome. Well, yeah. Right. What are we doing? We're looking at me. Not at me. We're looking at what I'm painting.
Charlie made his own leather top.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Oh, actually, did you post photos of that, Charlie? I think I saw you post photos of that.
Corvin said, I'm currently building some Easterling Heroes and Black Dragons.
Nice. I like the new Black Dragon models. They're really cool.
Charlie laughed, assumedly, at the lovely, beautiful painting I've been doing on you.
So I just did some, I just did a little bit of Canoptic Alloy on the mouthpiece, and now I'm going to tint that brassy with Seraphim Sepia, just on this tiny little detail. I really enjoy painting like this. I think it's more satisfying for you guys to watch on the stream. It's also way more satisfying for me. I like pick a little thing, a region of the model, and I paint it to completion. It is not how I would paint an army, but for heroes it's just way more satisfying. I think I need a little bit more Seraphim Sepia.
Peter Coleman says, yeah, I caught it in time, I hope.
You did. It's still happening. Fear not.
I mean, things are happening.
What's the time? It's 11:16.
Mostly chaos.
I can keep going for a bit.
Julian said, I absolutely love Rohan, and I've been playing them all year with highs and lows, taking 1,000 points of Rohan to Throne of Skulls at Warhammer World.
Oh, nice.
Peter Coleman says, I'm about to work on my Rohan. I'll post a pic of it on Facebook.
Yes, put it in the anyone who's doing anything. Do put a little post up in Facebook. In fact, Larissa, do you want to
Post your face on Facebook? Sure.
jump on the Facebook page? Oh, actually, this is a good idea. Take a photo of my face, and then what we'll do is anyone who's painting anything along with us can post their photos of what they're working on in that stream.
That's a look.
Can I see?
That's a look.
I want to approve the photo. That's high quality.
You look like an egg.
But you can't see the plane.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Turn the face me. There you go.
Alright. Anyone who's painting along with us... We've lost the girls, by the way. Oh, it's because he's phone.
Sorry, I've got notifications on.
Yep. Anyone who is painting along with us, comment in the thread Larissa's about to start photos of what you're working on, because then I can see. Alright, so what we want to do now is just a little bit of... I think I'm actually going to go back to khaki, and I'm going to do some khaki base tones first, rather than highlighting in straight away with bone.
Done.
Because the Agrax Earthshade has really darkened it. So we'll start doing our cross hatching. So I'm just twisting my brush out to get a really fine point. And I'm just gonna start with my primary lines, working down the horn.
Gary says, good night all, AMR is done and based and I have a big day tomorrow. We'll
Nice
catch
work.
up on the epic face paint on rewatch.
Thank you for joining us. Was that Gary leaving?
That was Gary.
Yeah. Night, Gary.
Tom said, today the painter becomes the painted.
Yeah.
Julian says, my usual Rohan army is heroes with all Royal Guard.
Yeah, nice. Well, that was my usual Rohan army until it got usurped by this masterpiece of the Host of Thangor. Which is the supreme way to play Rohan now, and I'm going to prove it to you all when I go to my first tournament in 3 years, having played 4 games since COVID. And none of them at tournaments in match play. It's going to be great.
Battle Camper said, "Oh, it said, yeah, I'm off, right."
Oh, okay.
Oh no, actually settle herself. Oh, great. It wasn't job Hazel.
Oh, it's Hazel.
It's Hazel.
Wow, okay.
Was it quiet? It's Hazel.
Yeah.
I have to head off, sadly. Thanks both. Great to be back on stream. Loving the face art intervention. Peter Coleman says, back in a sec then. Julian said, all my Royal Guard have white grey horses.
Nice, that's cool.
Membership pending to Zorpazorp Gaming Community. Let me in, please, sir. Sausage to Marshall.
Okie dokie. No, just do it on my computer like that.
But then it'll take off your screen.
No, just go to Facebook on Chrome. It should be it. Oh, actually, you'll have to go onto the group page because I don't get sent the requests. I don't get the notifications.
How do you do that?
Only Josh and Harry do.
How do you do that?
Just
Members?
yeah, go to members. There should be like an approvals, a requests selection. Or if Harry's in the chat, he can do it. But I think Harry went to bed.
Invite, no. Ban, no. Don't reveal that.
I don't think there's anyone banned, unless probably bots and stuff.
Yeah, possibly.
The mods will have banned bot accounts.
I can't find the pending people.
It's like member requests. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Are you in the admin console?
I mean, possibly not. Member requests. It says 0 new today.
No, it's not there yet. For some reason.
Maybe I can try and invite you.
This is not looking good. I don't know what is different, but it was looking epic before. Before I did the Agrax Earthshade. I think it's because the paint isn't thin enough because I'm not using my wet palette. So I'm going to try thinning out the this highlight. I think I heard a child waking up there.
Yep.
Hazel's awake. So I'm just going to, and this, I have to make sure it's not so loaded. Give it a little bit. Yeah, I'm not digging this as much as I was before I put in the shade. Put another highlight in. I mean, I think it looks alright from a distance, but I definitely liked the cool kind of cross-hatching pattern that I had worked in earlier. I've just got like a thinner, darker colour now with a little bit more of the khaki. Let's bring this chat over here so I can actually see what's going on. Now where's this gone? Tom says, I'm in. What? Alex says, I've approved Tom somehow, and I literally have no idea. I've usurped you. I am Zorpazorp now. Tom Marsh says, I'm in. Welcome, Tom. There's a $10 £10 processing fee. You can, the processing fee is obviously, you have to pay that to the Battle Camper Buy a Coffee scheme. Are you still using Buy a Coffee, Alex, or have you switched to Patreon? Alright, so this is the darker one I'm cross-hatching in, just to kind of push back parts of it. I don't know. Everything I do, it feels like it's getting worse. Don't you hate that when you keep fucking with something, and you just can't, like, it's just like, no! Still on Buy Me a Coffee for some stupid reason. Oh, we can hear. Let me mute the children. Oh man, I feel like ice cream. I bought ice cream too. We bought Rings of Power watching snacks, and then I streamed. Wow, that got really gross in there. There we go, a little bit of, just a teeny tiny bit of bone white. I think I'm about to give up on this little horn for the time being. Yeah, it's just not working for me. Just a little bit of cross-hatch detail or something. But it's just not really happening. I don't know. It was really working before, but something has changed. Just gonna go back to some standard highlights. Move away from the cross-hatching. Okay, let's try the straps. We'll get the straps done, and we'll see if that kind of improves our mood on the whole thing. Afternoon all, old school Chris! Tuned in to watch Lockie versus Blades. Disappointing lack of blood so far. It's Lockie versus Brushes today. It is Larissa versus Brushes as well. But she's around the pace. What's happening over there? The phone's vibrating. With your other hand, you would use this Tom of the North to supplant me, says Connor. Hey, dude. Connor was actually hanging in the stream when we painted this guy. So this is mounted version. He's kind of coming along. There's been some distractions on the stream tonight, so not a great deal of progress has been made. But that metal armor that we were working on, that's now finished. I've sort of done his red cloth, but I'm not happy with it. It needs probably a wash back. And then I've just started messing about on his horn for basically no apparent reason at all. Now I'm going to try some leather strapping. What we're going to do with that, guy, is I'm going to start with dark flesh tone. Where's the edge of camera? Here it is. So if I put stuff over here, you guys can see. So we'll start with dark flesh tone. And then I'll work up to a lighter color, just to make the straps... this strapping sort of a little bit different. I need to very carefully pick out the strapping because all the layers underneath, the metalwork and the bone are of course painted. I reckon I can punch it a little tighter for you guys. How's that look? Oh, hang on. I'll tab back to VMix. Alright, so if I'm sort of here, this is my natural painting position. Yeah, let me know if it's misbehaving on focus and stuff, and I'll go back to a bit wider and a bit safer, but for the time being, we might give this a whirl. So we'll see if getting the straps in there to sort of frame how the horn kind of operates, if that makes it, I don't know, read in a better way or just inspires me. You know, when something's not working, you just move on to a different part of the model, I think. Until we get something that's decent and functioning and happening. Oh, it looks like I don't know if I did that strap. No, so this is not a Lockie strap now. Because oh yeah, that's right, I attached these straps as if they were like extensions of the strap. Oh wow, children asleep?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. You're on fire tonight. Larissa has returned, everyone. Yeah, so I sculpted these straps to be extensions of the straps that are holding his scabbard. So now that those are done, they're not quite actually, there's a little bit of like side profile strappage. I'm not going to bother doing any more detail on these straps because I think technically there's like layers underneath them that I'm just obscuring. So I'll just do this component. Like for instance, the scabbard still needs to be done, so we'll start that in a sec. Now I'm going to grab some Vallejo earth and just do...
Oh, you fixed up, Tom?
No, I didn't. Alex did, from Battle Camper. I must have made him a moderator or something. I think I set him moderator privileges. Because like he was like, I have the ability to approve him. Oh, the camera's black. That's not good.
I assume we've got no battery.
I'm sure we've got no battery. Alright,
Can you still hear us?
Bingo, everyone. Yeah, they can still hear us. The mic doesn't come through the
Is
camera.
that a bingo thing, is it?
Yeah, bingo. Black screen off the battery. Alright, what does VMix say? Have we got a camera feedback? We do.
I mean, I could just answer their questions, but why
Whoa,
would I
look
do
at this. This is weird. That's still frozen here. I'm just gonna try and...
Why don't you ask a hobbit for money?
There we go.
Because they're always a little short.
That's good. That's so good.
What do you call a gangster hobbit?
No, don't. What do you call a gangster hobbit? No, hit me.
YOLO swaggins.
Yeah, they swag. That's like...
When do you kick a hobbit in the balls?
When?
If he's standing next to you or Miss saying her hair smells nice. Oh,
What?
nothing.
It's-
Just moving on.
Is it really inappropriate?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on.
Okay. What do you call a hobbit that eats junk food?
I don't know.
Lord of the Onion Rings.
That's
Oh,
that's
so
that's
bad.
terrible. I think you need to proofread these before we go into them.
Why? Why? When we could just make inappropriate jokes.
Get me
Anyway,
demonetized.
Moving on.
I'm just lightening these straps a little bit. Just a little kind of top highlight, just to round them off.
And with your other hand, you would use this Tom of the North to supplant me.
Yes, it's a good
says
line.
Connor War. Where are you up to?
I've read that. Yeah, hence my lack of a reaction to that amazing one-liner.
Painting horses, have you done that one?
No, I have not.
Any tips for painting horses as I don't feel mine are okay?
I have a whole video on it. It's called Painting Horses, I think, or The Ultimate Horse Guide. It's actually about all of these horses from this army. So check that out, would be my advice, because painting horses is hard. I agree.
And that person's name is on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
That's Peter.
Oh, cool. Is it in response to the did you post the thread? Nice. Can I see the thread?
Yeah,
We have 5,000 members on that Facebook group. Oh, there you go. GBHL, watch out. We're coming for you.
I can't see my own post.
It might be lower down, and no one's interacting with it because they're all like, "Lockie's an idiot. Why would we be interested in this?"
This is
posts.
the Roman helmet he's carving.
Oh, that's sick. Coming along.
Oh,
God.
Here, this thing?
Yeah.
That's a scalpel, right? Sorry.
Yep, that's the scalpel. That's the thing.
Oh,
That looks terrifying.
Put what you're working on here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Featuring tiny Lego hideaway for. Go away, sleeping. I can't see. There we go.
Oh.
We're dismounted Aragon.
Very cool. Aragon.
Aragon.
Wrong book, mate. Well, do we call the other a book?
That was Tom Marshall. This is Carlos's Weather.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
That's very cool. You made that yourself.
That's
Is it-
so cool. Is
is
it
it
her?
her starts?
Yep. Jinx, personal jinx. Is it her starts?
Oh, there's no more comments. People were commenting on it. Horses of different colours. This is Peter's horses. They're
Oh,
looking
nice.
great.
Yep, they're looking awesome.
It's not your fault that the sculpts look like ponies.
Yeah, the sculpts are a bit tricky. I mean, all my horses are metal horses because I can't stand those plastic sculpts. They're fine, but they're just.
Ryan's painting a mummick.
Oh wow, nice mummick, Ryan.
We should show you the mummick that Lockie.
Oh,
painted.
I have my mummick.
A little pickle pants.
Who wants to see the mummick? I painted it when I was 11 years old. It is the sole survivor of my original Warhammer collection. The rest of it got sold.
I don't know what this is, but it's cool. It's like a
Oh my
bullhorn
god, yeah,
thing.
some sort of beast man maybe, but massive. Looks like it's large scale.
Oh, a Balrog.
Oh, very
Very
nice.
cool.
There's a metal Balrog for sale, one of the original super rare metal Balrogs by one of the lads from Shadow of Flame. And but it's already up. It's bidding on eBay. It's already up to like 200 pounds, and I was like, oh,
Tom has posted this.
won't be justifying that expense.
Is that like a Stonehenge, Tom? You got going on there?
Yeah, so this is his display board
Oh, very cool.
for, I think he said Rangers of the North and so it's probably meant to be the Stone of Eric or Eric. So it's like it's it's the Grey Company and the Warriors.
Yeah, obviously we all know that.
The Warriors of the Dead, King of the Dead, Dun Harrow.
Yeah.
I summon you to the Stone of Eric.
Gary's doing an old Battle Games of Middle Earth Aimer finally painted and hanging his recently
Oh yes, yeah.
released
This
stuff.
was Gary who just went to bed before.
Yeah, look. They look
Oh
awesome.
wow, that looks so good. Oh, I appear to have painted over.
Anyway, I'll go back to the chat so we can actually see these responses to our discussion, I suppose.
Yeah, I forget what our discussion was. So. I'm putting some Tuskgore fur. No, that's not what I want.
Old school Chris
Tuskgore
tuned in
fur.
to get an update on Lockie versus Blades because there's been a disappointing lack of blood. So
I have read that comment. So my comment reading has just been all over the place
Okay.
apparently. So sorry about that.
Now Larissa versus Lockie, I have high hopes for Zorp bloodshed. She'll kick your backside every day.
This is fierce.
Woo, an amazing black feed. I didn't know where to post it, so I did it on Facebook. I picked my current progress on the helmet. Yes, it looked awesome.
Yes, looks awesome. Oh, yeah, that's the Roman helmet. We saw that.
Emma Marshall says, can I please make a request for Little Miss to be involved next time? She could have half a face to paint Larissa. Although that would be super sweet. We very, very deliberately keep the girls off of the internet because although I'm sure most people out there are nice, normal human beings, it's the 1%, and
It's a scary
they're
world
kids,
out there, man.
so we keep them safe. So it would be super cute, but maybe we could get her to paint his face off camera and then show you the results.
Hazel loves painting models too.
She does, yeah.
But yeah, we're trying to detox them from the internet. We've got a daddy who's on the internet all the time, and just trying to get them not growing up inside the internet, I guess.
Yeah, which I mean is impossible because that's just the world we live in, but
Yeah.
protect them for as long as we can, you know? Oh, Colvin wants to see the Mormec.
Oh yeah, okay.
Lima Crazy said he just joined his horse head from a different model. Is your horse head from a different
No, so this horse is I guess it's like an unreleased metal horse because it's part of the unreleased gambling models. This is the only time this gambling horse exists. Are you going to get the Mumak?
Yeah.
So yeah, he is.
I'm just stuck.
He is quite intense, isn't he? He's got his little eyes and everything there. The Mumak is coming, guys. Brace yourselves. It's high quality paint job here.
I mean, it's added to with the dust effect that you obviously deliberately applied.
So much dust. The heavy weathering. I'm just putting some canoptic alloy on the end of this. I'm painting this model in the weirdest order. I'm like suddenly doing all the strapping and like scabbards down this thing.
Tom Marshall said, Rangers of Gondor with Faramir and Damrod,
that's who it
Aragorn
was.
and Hela Dunharrow, Ghosties. It is indeed a little Stonehenge set being used as ruins and got loads of little skulls to add later on. That's very cool.
Very, very cool. Oh, wakey baby.
That's a loady dog. Bye.
Off goes mum.
Have fun with the moment.
Right, here's the Mumik. This bad boy. We'll have to go way out wide here. This is all that is left of my original Warhammer collection, 2003, the Pelennor Fields box set release. Mumak. I have the Pelennor Fields book over there, actually. Do I have it? Yes, there it is. There it is. I do have it. This is like, I don't even know if I had washes. It's mostly dry brushed. I think the war paint looks pretty good. This was meant to be like highlighting over the red, and I just got that completely wrong. I did not understand what they meant, so I basically just like went over it intensely. No, there must be some washes because that looks like Agrex Earthshade in there. Wild stuff. So there's my Mumak. Rawr. He's had a rough time. He used to have like tusk weapons and everything, but who knows where those tusks went. I think I do have them somewhere. Elephant noises. More canoptic alloy. Gambling and the horse are one. Microforge Mini says, "Ooh, what did I miss? You missed this, Elby. You missed this. What is going on with my face?" Blame Larissa and the chat. So not much, in short. But we're working on gambling tonight. Let's get this guy in tight. So this is what we've done so far on gambling. Let's see, is that... Yeah, that's pretty good. This is gambling so far. We've just added details, really, sort of bits and pieces here and there. I'm working on this little area here, picking out all the strapping and trying to separate that. I'm actually thinking that I probably should have kept those leather straps darker to contrast against the bright, warm... Because I made this kind of like a red leather with that tusk or fur highlight. So I'm actually going to darken back down those straps. But I think I'm going to do it by applying thinned Gazrak Sewer, the contrast. But first, we're just going to quickly Seraphim Sepia all of the little brass detailing. I'm just going to put that on the mouthpiece of the thing. We did this already once before, but I accidentally painted over it. And then I think I might just put a little bit of Seraphim Sepia just on this metal spike at the end here, because I just think it looks a bit too... I don't want it to draw so much attention. Okay. Now I'm going to get Gazrak Sewer. I don't really have a good way of thinning this, because I don't have my wet palette here. Here's the Gazrak Sewer. So, this is going to be a bloody disaster waiting to happen. Let's find... Have I got any contrast? Yep, I've got... Oh, that's Lamia Medium. I don't want Lamia Medium, I want Technical Contrast. Where's the contrast thinner? Fuck it, we'll do it with Lamia Medium. It's the only one I can find. We're going to get some Gazraks. I'm just going to pop it down here on a dry palette. let's just do it with water. No, I'll grab a little bit of Lamy medium. So we got like a 1-to-1 with Lamy medium and garbage sewer. So I've thinned that down so it's just not as intense, and then I'm going to... This is one of the contrasts. I mean, I've probably got way too much on the brush here. Let's just get this all off and we'll reload. And we're just darkening... Oh, I think I've actually thinned it down too much. We're darkening these straps. That's looking good, but I actually think I've thinned it too much. Wow, I didn't think the Lamy medium would work as effectively. What did I just do with... Where's the contrast? I just had it! Ah, it's gone! Agrax Urshay, Caliban Green, Basilicated Grey. I took it all the way back over here. Before it dries. Before all the Lamy medium evaporates. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah, there we go. There's a bit more tint in that. Just darkening up these straps. Just the straps, not the actual scabbard, because I'm trying to create some definition, some difference between those. Cool. I think that has worked nicely. Alright, I really want to wash the horn again. But the Agrax Earthshade was so strong. That moor came bad for an old fella. May he enjoy his retirement. Yes, Devlin Mud. Devlin Mud would be great. I'm going to throw some Agrax down here. And we'll try and... I might just thin that out with water. I just want a really thin Agrax wash. Might have thinned it a little too much, but that's fine. It's better that way. Just apply layers and passes. Okay, so how are we going with this? There are huge things that I'm not facing so far, and that's like the armor. I really should be targeting the armor next. Classic potato grip paint handle. Classic potato grip paint handle. Yeah, they are a ripper. Oh my god, my hands are so sore. Alright. What we do need to do is do a bit of null oil work on all these metals, but I think I'll just do that once I've got all of the various things down. So all of these bits are essentially Rohan Royal Guard bits, so we just want brown work all through all of that, and then we'll pick out the metals over the top of it. So let's grab our Scorch Brown, and we can kind of apply this. We don't have to be too worried, because all the details that we're going to accidentally cover will get picked out over the top. So I actually, with my Royal Guard, I don't know if you guys sort of remember the Rohan armor, but the way these models are supposed to be, it's that all of the raised details are actually the leather and the armor is underneath. So I have that backwards for my Royal Guard. I have the leather parts being underneath and the raised metallic details being on top, but then I do it the correct way for my heroes to sort of like give them a bit of visual differentiation, I think was my original justification. I think I got it wrong at the start when I was doing my Royal Guard, and then didn't realize until like 10 of the Royal Guard in, and I was just like, so that's how my Royal Guard are being done, and made up this cool justification that I'd get the heroes right, but not the Royal Guard. But I also think it might be that's how the GW models got painted as well. So that sort of misled me when I was painting from box art, I think, when I was doing the Royal Guard. I think it looks really good this way with from the Royal Guard. Is this chat up to date? There we go. So we just want to get brown into all of these nooks and crannies, and then we'll pick out the raised details. We just have to make sure that the recessed details really do have a good coating of brown. And the best way to do that is to make sure that the brown isn't too thick. Definitely something I can probably be criticised of there. Let's get that in around the base. Already painted the metal stirrup, so I'm just trying to avoid that at the moment. How are we doing for time? It's 11:45, almost time to finish up. But I would love to get this armor done. We'll see. Oh wow, this charred brown is basically empty. Oh my god, I think it might actually be empty, finally. Don't fail me now, charred brown. There we go. It's like the equivalent of the old scorch brown. It's a little cooler and a little darker, but it definitely does the job. Just a little bit of moisture on the brush. Let's go up to the arm here. Want all of this to be brown. Making sure we're getting into those details. You guys see there? 28mm? Yeah, it should be alright. So much brown. Oh, it's just too thick. It's drying so fast. Because we really want it down into all those recesses. We do not want it drying fast. There we go. Now we've got the shoulder armor. And that's now too thin and streaky. Can't win. It's better. That's looking solid. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the art of painting here. That wasn't the name of Bob Ross's show. Let's get this work a little bit thicker. This layer's a bit too thin at the moment. Got too much moisture in the brush. Probably is the real problem. Just got to get a nice brown undercoat on all of these shoulder pads. This. Oh yeah, okay. It's quite interesting as you go through this model. I'm sort of discovering all the parts of it because I don't really know it that well. It is still Gamling and Gamling's armor, which I have painted before, and it's Rohan armor, but the way that all the different layers of detail go together in this armor set, it's sort of weird. Right, just focusing on nailing all of that brown armor here. This is the dodgy arm we talked about at the beginning of the stream, where it's sort of hard to know what's armor or what's not. But as I'm sort of putting paint down on bits of it, I think that's becoming clearer, actually. So it looks like that's most of the brown. Okay, brown, brown, brown. Oh, we're missing one leg. Got to do his leg over here. Apparently I've done the leather strap on this side. I don't remember doing that. The leather strap that connects the stirrup, of course. It's a nice light earthy brown, which does work because it's separate from the darker brown of this armor. Stay up, Lockie. It's not like you have a business meeting tomorrow, says Emma. Wow, that's not a good idea. You should be sleeping if you have a business meeting tomorrow. I probably do. What have I got tomorrow? No, I think it's just scripting and then beginning the next build video. Not the next one you guys will see. I've got a whole bunch edited in advance at the moment, which feels nice, but that's like, look on the main channel, it's like, why has Lockie's upload ratio been really slow lately? Only one video every 2 weeks. It's like, well, that's because a whole bunch of stuff's about to come and it's all being back-ended for certain launch dates. So there should be some good stuff on the way, hopefully. Okay, I think that's all the brown armor base coated. We can deepen that and give it more kind of oomph once we get to the when we whack a shade in, but we'll put all the metals in first. I just kind of thicken that shoulder pad up a bit. Some of this is sculpted detail. So this, like, because this is a conversion, right? So some of the sculpting is not amazing on my part. So I need to. We hope the paint stays in your face, says Tom. Miniature Dwarf says, greatest army from Middle Earth, but I don't see any ruffians. Old School Chris says, why would GW box art ever be movie accurate? Fair, fair. Peter Coleman, they're pretty good lately, actually. Well, I'm off to make lunch, so I'll post an update on the horses on Facebook later today. Awesome, Pete. Can't wait to see. Enjoy your lunch. I'm now ravenous, so thanks for mentioning that. Cool. I think I'll now switch paints. I'll get just a teeny bit of dark flesh tone, and I'll do some very mild highlights into the brow. But I'm not going to go intense on the stuff that has. God, I use way too much paint. It's mainly for like the shoulder pad stuff. I'm not going to bother with it too much with the leg and the forearm armor, because I know that that's going to be so recessed beneath all of the metal details. So it's just about getting some extra definition to the flat panels. Oh, Larissa's back!
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Larissa's going to bed because it's almost midnight.
Sleepy child.
What?
Sleepy child's will
No,
be...
just
Oh,
sleepy me.
Sleepy you, I see.
Sleepy me.
That's okay, I'm about to finish up anyway.
Oh, okay.
Come hang out for the end bit. And then you can make sure it actually ends on
Did
time.
they like your Mumak?
They did like my Mumak. I'm just adding a little bit of... just a little bit of...
Brain dead? Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Are you up to date with your chat?
I think so. Check in with them.
Oh no, what was the last thing we read?
I don't know. Alright.
So we got the
That's the most...
one from Emma, who says about your business meetings room.
Yes, I've got that one. I might be up to date, actually.
And Corvin, hang out and chat and come and play games with the boys mean for your super Zorptron tier on Patreon?
I missed that.
Okay. What does hang out and chat or come and play games with the boys mean for your super Zorptron tier on Patreon?
Oh wow, man, those tiers are so old. I forgot about that. We basically, like, we used to do Armor 3 gaming sessions on the man, I really need to check those up to date. On the old Patreon server before we migrated to the new one that we're on. We've been on it for quite a few years now. Yeah, so I play. Well, I used to play a lot of Armor 3 and now DayZ. Haven't done a lot of gaming these days, but otherwise it's just we just do big. The Discord chat is like just a big hangout space basically. Occasionally we will do. Just recently we've started doing actual voice hangouts for the Mega Zorptron tiers. So if that kind of keeps on going well, we might make that like a regular thing because they're really fun. But yeah, it's just a really great space. The Discord's great. I do all these kind of like a lot of like work in progress shots every day when I'm working. If it's something that isn't like cleared behind a disclosure date, I'll just post heaps of photos of like, this is what I'm doing today. I'm editing today. It's just fun, I think. I like it anyway. It's just it's like nice to just post and sort of chat to people as I'm working. It's good. Just working in a little bit of the dark flesh tone.
Lee McCrazy says woes war paint.
Woes' war paint. Yep, for sure.
Mark Hanson says I can't imagine painting without a wet palette in Spain.
It's
Anything,
awful.
It has to be hotter there, right?
Yeah,
it's not good.
I want my wet palette back. It needs to be cleaned, and I just didn't have time to clean it before the stream. So I found the mold like as I pressed live. Cool. All right, I think that is the brown done. So what I might do now, I think, is I'm going to throw Agrax Earthshade down on that, and then I'd have to wait for that to dry before I put the metal highlights down, because I don't want to highlight the metals with Agrax Earthshade. I think I just want to give them a null oil at the end. So we'll do Agrax now, And then it will be sleepy time for us, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Larissa says yes.
We still haven't set the dishwasher.
Fuck. Cool. Yeah, I'll do it, it's fine. So, let's get a little bit of Agrax Earthshade into, just to kind of tone out all of that brown leather work we did. Just on the forearms, the legs. It also, more than anything, it just really helps to define all of that detail so that when I'm putting the silver down, I can actually see where on earth it's all meant to go, because there's actually a bit of recessed definition in the quite intense detail of the leg armor and the forearm armor. Agrax is so good for that. Shades, man. Shades are just awesome. Okay. We might bring the camera over and you guys can have a little peek at how far we've gotten today. I've added little bits and pieces here and there with these like intense, like super detailed models. It's just about chipping away. Chip, 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 chip away. Here, I'll just come up here. Is that wide? I think that's close. It's just Larissa, hide your face. We can see our laundry. This isn't what we want. Okay, here we go.
Oops, sorry, I left the door open.
It's fine. So this is what we've done so far. This is our Gamling. He doesn't really want to stay sharp for us. Yeah, it probably has everything to do with that. So we've done a little bit. We've chipped away. We have chipped away. So he's coming along very nicely. Does that works? Yes, we went back live. Oh, and of course, like the main event. Well, Larissa thought it was a good idea to paint all over me.
It was not my idea. I was just following instructions.
Chat was in charge. Oh, okay.
Any thoughts on using gloss versions of Null or Rifle and Dover armor? He's gonna try.
I just use normal. Like to make it sort of shiny, I guess. I just find that the way the gloss works, especially gloss null oil, it just goes super gloss in the recesses. It doesn't really like gloss up the flat area, so it kind of just looks weird. Usually I want to knock all of that out and make them as matte as possible. Not like, I don't want to take, I find sometimes when I matte varnish my metallic paints, it kind of doesn't work. I don't want them gloss. I still want them to have that satiny metallics, but not, I don't like the gloss washes. They don't do it for me. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Got my Rohan army a little bit more painted. We'll keep chipping away, and then we'll see this army feature in some pretty exciting little videos in a couple of weeks when I go over to New Zealand for the league final. I'm definitely taking this army now. We've made so much progress. The whole point of me kind of forcing some of these streams to be about this was so that I could get this army taken. So I'm definitely going to take Riders of Thengel now, or Host of Thengel, not Riders of Theoden. So Rohan armies are the best, and now we've got a really, really cool unique one, which would be great for the tournament. Larissa's like falling asleep. Good night, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll do another stream next week, I think. We'll try and finish these guys off, and then
no promises.
Yeah, no, maybe we'll see, and then we'll do another like kind of more traditional Battle Games Middle Earth themed stuff where we go back to Osgiliath. Once I finish the Osgiliath boards, we can do the like big Patreon Osgiliath battle report as sort of like the finale to being in Australia, and then yeah, we'll go from there. It's gonna be good fun. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Where's the off button?
Shouldn't you know by now?
It's never on the. It's in a weird tab. There it is. All right, now we're out of here. Bye.
Bye.